Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Football Prediction Podcast show, where we provide you sporting events, insights about them, correct scores, also to help you increase your chances of winning significantly and beating the odds. Yesterday we provided 7 sporting events on the channel, and 5 of those were successful. But in the real sense of it, we provided 6 sporting events because one had already kicked off before we posted. So 6 sporting events, and 5 of those were successful, and we lost just one of that. Technically, that's what happened yesterday. That's how it went down. So if first time I'm coming across the channel, what we do here is provide you with sporting, events, insights, insiders reports about those events, and correct scores to guide you with the insights, as to predicting what the outcome of those sporting events will be, to help you increase your chances of winning significantly as you go about doing what you do. Aside that, we also provide football predictions in the second segment, and that's the result that we call out every single day. I feel like I saw a comment yesterday. I'm not going to highlight that, but I think there's a misunderstanding there. So it's important to clear that, okay? We have 2 segments of the video. One will contain insights and correct scores. Correct scores will guide you, with the insights on how to make, the best possible decision as far as those events are concerned. And that's what we talk about, providing you information to help you make better informed decisions on the channel. Okay, guys, welcome to the channel. If your first time coming across the channel, we'll show you'll be able to find something of value here to increase your chances of winning significantly. So everyone, take 1 second of your time to hit that like button. It is very important that you do. It's free of charge also, and do it for the love of the game and the show of good faith, to the channel. If your first time coming across the channel, hit that subscribe button to become a part of this community of savvy sports traders that we are growing on here. And don't forget to turn notification bells on, everyone, so you'll be the first to know when we post something of value and you don't miss out on important updates on this journey to beating the odds. Welcome back, guys. My name is Huka, and I will be your humble host on this daily podcast show, bringing you, sporting events every single day, insights about them, and correct scores, as well as our predictions, basically to help you make better informed decisions and beat the odds. Yesterday, we provided in the "So You Think You Can Punt" section of this video the game between Real Betis and Valencia for you guys to predict, and nobody was able to get that correct score correctly, unfortunately. But the team was able to rescue that shout out, so it wasn't wasted. Okay, so shout out to the team who were able to get that correct score yesterday. That game ended in a 1-1 draw, just like we predicted on the channel. So we got that correct score very correctly yesterday. So moving on, today we have another sporting event for you guys to predict, and that's the game between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad. Let us know what you think that the correct score will be in the comment section. What do you think about this sporting event today? It's an entertaining one, and that's why we've highlighted it, just like the game between Real Betis and Valencia yesterday. Okay, guys. So moving on to today's sporting events, we have, without wasting much time, we have a lot of them. It is the weekend, so a lot of sporting events are there. So this is the time you need this information the most to help you, know what to go with, which events are, stay updated basically with these sporting events, and get the correct score to guide you also as to predicting those events with the updates that we provide on the channel. First sporting event we have is the game between Sheffield United and Sunderland, and here's a situation report about that sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Having recently experienced promotion to the Premier League, Sheffield United should feel assured about managing the game at Wembley Stadium this weekend. A tense match is anticipated given the stakes for both teams, but we believe that Wilder's Blades will just edge out a victory in the capital. So
given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0 will be the correct score in this one today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad. This is the one we asked you guys to provide your correct score for in the comment section. And here's the situation report about that sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Real Madrid will once again be without several key players, yet Real Sociedad is currently a challenging team to support given their recent difficulties. We anticipate that Los Blancos will conclude their 2024-25 season with a win.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the correct score in that sporting event for those looking to back it today. Next is the game between Espanyol and Las Palmas, and there's a situation report for those who are looking to back it today.
The Espanyol camp is likely to be filled with anxiety after suffering defeats in their last 5 matches. This tension could negatively impact their performance on Saturday. Consequently, we think they might end up sharing the points with a Las Palmas team that has only lost once in their last 5 encounters against them.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Leganes and Real Valladolid, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Although Leganes might be counting on assistance from Los Palmas, we believe they will fulfill their part of the deal by defeating a team that has suffered 13 straight away losses in the top division, allowing at least 2 goals in 11 of those games.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Alaves and Osasuna, and there's a situation report for those who would like to back it today.
Alaves might unintentionally ease up after ensuring their safety last weekend. Considering this, we believe Osasuna will manage to secure all 3 points, particularly since they have triumphed in their last 6 away encounters against Alaves.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the correct score in the sporting event today in favor of Osasuna. Next sporting event we have is the game between Bologna and Genoa, and has a situation report for those who will be looking to back it today.
Although this fixture has a historical background dating back to 2018, predicting the outcome of Saturday's match is challenging. Bologna has already secured a spot in the Europa League, leaving them with little motivation, while Genoa finds themselves in a position where they cannot improve or worsen their standing in the table. As a result, a draw appears to be the most probable result when these two teams, with minimal stakes on the final day, clash in Emilia-Romagna.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event today if you're looking at backing that. Next sporting event we have is the game between AC Milan and Monza, and here's a situation report for those who will be looking to back it today.
Milan is likely to feel demoralized and may even face jeers from their own fans after a terrible week, yet they are expected to secure a victory against a Monza team that could be considered one of the weakest in Serie A history. The home team has performed well against clubs in the bottom 6, earning precisely 50% of their points this season from teams ranked 15th or lower, and this percentage is expected to rise in this match.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 3-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Armenia, Bielefeld, and Stuttgart, and has a situation report for those who will be looking to back it today.
Considering Bielefeld's remarkable performance against Bundesliga teams in this season's DFB Pokal, they are likely to present considerable challenges to Stuttgart. On the other hand, Stuttgart concluded their league season in exceptional shape, and taking into account that they will be facing a lower division team, they should be regarded as strong favorites to clinch the title.
So given the report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Paris Saint-Germain and Reims, and there's a situation report for those who will be looking to back it today.
Reims' descent into the relegation playoff necessitates a cautious approach in determining their priorities, and it's likely that Thursday's second leg at home against Metz will dominate everyone's thoughts. This situation could enable a dominant PSG to capitalize, and with Enrique expected to field a robust starting 11, this might turn out to be one of the most lopsided Coupe de France finals we've seen in a long time.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 5-0 will be the final scoreline at the 90 minutes in that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is the game between Aberdeen and Celtic, and there's a situation report for those who will be looking to back this one today.
The atmosphere in Aberdeen has soured because of disappointing performances and recent events, whereas Celtic is eager to secure their 6th domestic treble in 9 seasons. The boys have been dominant in their encounters with the Dons this season, holding a 17-2 aggregate score across the last 4 matchups, and we anticipate yet another decisive victory in this clash.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-3 will be the correct score in this sporting event today in favor of Celtic. Next sporting event we have is the game between Eyüpspor and Antalyaspor from Turkey, and has a situation report for your use.
Although Eyüpspor is currently experiencing a slump in form and may be susceptible, the away team has seldom reached the necessary standard in their away matches. Given that Antalyaspor is having difficulty generating opportunities in their offense, the most probable result this weekend is a tie.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. We feel like 1-1 will be the way this will pan out today. So next sporting event we have is the game between Gaziantep and Kasim Pasa. Here's a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Gaziantep has been experiencing a dismal streak lately, remaining without a victory in their last 5 matches and not managing to find the net in their previous 3. In contrast, Kasimpesa was extremely unfortunate to leave their last game without any points, and we believe they will recover with a win this weekend.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the correct score in this sporting event today for those who are looking to back it. Next sporting event we have is the game between Göztepe and Galatasaray, and here's a situation report about that sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
With the title already secured, Galatasaray might make some changes, yet they still have sufficient quality to overcome Göztepe. The home team has been formidable on their turf, making this a potentially fierce matchup. However, with Osimhen in pursuit of the Golden Boot and Gala's extensive roster, the champions are still favored to come out on top.
So given the report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the final scoreline in the sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Charleroi and Leuven. And here's a situation report for those who will find this one interesting and wish to back it today.
Despite Charleroi recent difficulties against Leuven and the possibility of resting some players this weekend, they will be eager to maintain a positive atmosphere as they approach their playoff final. We are confident that the Mills team will prevail on their home ground against their struggling opponents.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the correct score in the sporting event for those looking to back it. Next sporting event we have is the game between Westerlo and Standard Liège, and here's a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Both teams are simply competing for pride in this concluding match, with Westerlo entering as the favourites. Standard Liège is eager to put an end to their dismal winless streak, yet their performance in the attacking third raises concerns, and the home side is likely to secure all 3 points.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 2-0 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in this one today. Next sporting event we have is a game between Denda and Michelin, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who are looking to back it today.
There is not much distinction between these two teams, who are simply competing for pride this Saturday. However, Michelin is seen as the favourites due to their recent performance and their unbeaten streak against Denda. A close away win might be expected this time.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Basel and Luzern, and here's a situation report about this Swiss, game taking place today for those who find it interesting and wish to back it.
Entertainment is nearly assured, with at least 5 goals netted by either team in 4 of Basel's last 5 Super League games. Luzern needs to push aggressively for a victory that will sustain their hopes of European competition, allowing the newly crowned Swiss champions to take advantage by striking decisively.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 3-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Lugano and Young Boys, and has a situation report about the sporting event for those who would like to back this one today.
Leaving them with the hope that both Lausanne and Luzern falter, or that the 5th position will be sufficient to guarantee a European spot, Lugano is poised to suffer a home defeat on the final match day. As the season draws to a close with less than stellar results, Young Boys demonstrated their capabilities by scoring 6 goals against Basel in their last match, and they now have the opportunity to conclude the season on a positive note.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Servette and Lausanne Sports, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Servette has discovered their scoring touch at the perfect moment, giving them enough offensive strength to overcome Lausanne and secure their spot in the Champions League qualifying rounds. Even if Plan A doesn't succeed, Les Grenats have scored 13 goals from substitutes this season, setting a new club record, and they can benefit from their greater depth in the squad.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the correct score in that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is a game between Austria Wien and BW Linz, and has a situation report for those who find this one interesting and wish to back it today.
Desperate for a victory to keep their hopes alive for the Bundesliga trophy, Austria Vienna's motivation is at an all-time high this weekend. On the other hand, BW Linz, having enjoyed a record-breaking season, are in a relaxed state and are unlikely to present significant challenges for the Violets, who are in pursuit of the title.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 2-0 will be the correct score in this sporting event today at the end of 90 minutes. Next sporting event we have is the game between Red Bull Salzburg and Rapid Vienna, and has a situation report for those who find it interesting to back today.
With the chance of qualifying for the Champions League still alive, Red Bull Salzburg will be eager to extract some value from what has been a disappointing season. Meanwhile, Rapid Vienna will be focused on their forthcoming Conference League playoff, suggesting that a significant loss could be in store at Red Bull Arena.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 3-0 will be the correct score in the sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Sturm Graz and Wolfsberger, and has a situation report for those who are looking to back that sporting event today.
To avoid defeat will secure a consecutive Bundesliga title for Sturm Graz, who are aiming for another season in the Champions League. Wolfsberger has already made history with their Austrian Cup victory earlier this month, and we believe that Saturday afternoon will be one challenge too great for the underdogs in this exciting title race.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 3-1 will be the correct score in that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is the game between Bayern and Fredrikstad, and has a situation report for those who will be looking to back it today.
Fredrikstad has swiftly resumed their momentum from 2024 this season and is expected to possess the quality needed to secure 3 consecutive victories on Sunday, even though the hosts are working on rebuilding their confidence after a return to winning form last weekend.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-2 will be the final scoreline at the end of 90 minutes in that one. Next sporting event we have is the game between Bodo Glimt and Rosenborg, and has a situation report for those who find it interesting and wish to back this sporting event today.
With only one loss recorded between these teams in the 2025 domestic season, we anticipate a closely contested match. While Bodo/Glimt may be seen as slight favorites, we must acknowledge Rosenborg's impressive defensive statistics, prompting us to forecast a low-scoring draw.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is the game between Varnamo and Oster, and has a situation report for those who would like to back this sporting event today.
Both clubs find themselves near the bottom of the standings for a reason, and a significant factor contributing to this is their lack of goals, with Oster managing only 7 in their first 10 matches. Varnamo has secured just 2 points from their first 10 games and desperately needs a victory at home against the team that is only 1 position above them. However, they have shown little to indicate that a win is on the horizon, and it may be a challenging season unless there are drastic improvements.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 0-0 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event. Next sporting event is game between Gaius and Sirius, and has a situation report for those who wish to back it today.
Sirius might have suffered defeat in their last 2 games, yet one was against a formidable Hammarby, and based on their performance, they were worthy of a better outcome against Norrköping on Monday. Therefore, a better result seems likely ahead. GIS have shown promise but have ultimately underperformed with some lackluster results against teams at the lower end of the table, managing to draw with the current bottom 2. Although they may be considered slight favorites, their performance has been far from convincing for significant stretches so far.
Given that report that we have there, we think that the 1-1 draw will be the final outcome at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event. Next is the game between Lyngby and Elborg, and here's a situation report for those who will be looking to back that sporting event today.
This match is tough to predict, as both teams have faced significant challenges this season. The game is essentially a free hit since both are already relegated. However, we find it quite challenging to choose a winner, so we've decided to go with a low-scoring draw.
So given the report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score in that one at the end of 90 minutes today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Silkeborg and Viborg, and here's a situation report about this sporting event for those who find it interesting and wish to back it today.
We anticipate a closely contested game on Saturday, as Viborg undoubtedly possesses the capabilities to challenge Silkeborg. Nevertheless, the advantage of playing at home may prove crucial this weekend, and we believe Silkeborg will clinch all 3 points in front of their supporters.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 2-1 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is game between Vigel and Sondaiski, and here's a situation report about that sporting event for those who will be looking to back it.
In their previous encounter in November 2024, the two teams ended in a 1-1 stalemate, and it's likely we might witness a similar scoreline this time around. Each side boasts players capable of causing damage in the attacking third, making it a closely contested match.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the final score at the end of 90 minutes if you're looking at correct scores in that one today. Next sporting event between Seattle Sounders and Dallas, and there's a situation about this MLS sporting event taking place today. if you find it interesting and wish to back it.
Seattle not only has a recent history in their favor, but the Sounders also gain an advantage from not having played midweek. In contrast, their opponents endured a grueling 120 minutes in their US Open Cup defeat in New York. As a result, we expect the away team to face challenges due to fatigue as they prepare for Saturday's match at Lumen Field.
So given the report that we have there, we think that 2-0 will be the final scoreline at 90 minutes in that sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is a game between San Diego and Los Angeles Galaxy. And there's a situation report about this sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Even though they failed to score in their recent home match against Sporting KC, which ended their 3-game winning streak, San Diego is anticipated to take advantage of the Galaxy's defensive weaknesses while posing a threat themselves, aiming to prolong Los Galacticos' dismal 14-match winless streak.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 2-0 will be the correct score in this sporting event also at the end of 90 minutes. Next sporting event we have is a game between Fluminense and Vasco da Gama, and has a situation report for those who are wondering what the situation is like about the sporting event today.
Following several weeks of lackluster performances, Vasco da Gama has secured 2 back-to-back wins and will enter the weekend with a boost in confidence. Nonetheless, Fluminense has proven to be nearly unbeatable at home this season, and we anticipate they will continue their impressive home run against Vasco with a decisive win.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 3-1 will be the final scoreline at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is a game between Sao Paulo and Mirassol, and has a situation report for those who would like to back it today.
Sao Paulo has begun the season slowly, managing just 2 victories. Nonetheless, their performance at home has been remarkable, and given their superiority against rivals, we are confident they will secure a tight 1-0 victory against the visitors.
So given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0 will be the correct score in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is a game between Auckland and Melbourne Victory, and has a situation report for those who find this one interesting and wish to back it today.
Auckland might have just a narrow advantage, yet their determination on home ground is undeniable, making it improbable for them to be defeated on their own field this weekend. However, anticipate victory to present a formidable challenge, particularly since they have secured 3 consecutive away victories leading up to the second leg.
Given the report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score at the end of 90 minutes in that sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is a game between Melbourne City and Western United, and has a situation report for those who will be looking to back it today.
The City's first leg lead is undeniable, and with 8 wins in their last 10 home matches, they are sure to feel optimistic about securing another win this weekend. On the other hand, Western has a knack for netting plenty of goals away from home, so they are expected to find the back of the net this time as well.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-1 will be the correct score in this sporting event at the end of 90 minutes. Next sporting event we have is the game between Mamelodi Sundowns and Pyramids, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Although Mamelodi Sundowns haven't been particularly prolific in the CAF Champions League this season, their defense has been outstanding. Considering the visitors' difficulties when playing away, we believe the Brazilians will establish a lead here to carry with them to Egypt next weekend.
Given that report that we have there, we think that 1-0 will be the correct score in favor of the home team today at that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is a game between Arsenal Women and Barcelona Women, and there's a situation report about the sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Arsenal demonstrated in the previous 2 matches that their team possesses remarkable character and determination. Although they would have gained confidence from their wins against Real Madrid and Lyon, facing Barcelona in the final represents a considerable challenge. The Blaugrana have the recent expertise in securing the UWCL title, and we firmly believe that their experience and exceptional quality will enable them to achieve a fairly straightforward victory in Saturday's final.
So given the report that we have there, we think that 1-3 will be the correct score in this sporting event at the end of 90 minutes in that one. Next and final sporting event we have is a game between AVS and Vizela, and has a situation report about this sporting event for those who will be looking to back it today.
Despite AVS not scoring in 3 of their last 4 home games, they recognize this as an opportunity to take charge in front of their supporters. With a prior victory against Vizela under their belt, the home team is expected to secure a slim yet crucial win.
So given the report that we have there, we think that 1-0 will be the correct score in that sporting event today. So these are the sporting events we have for you guys today, with insights about them as well as correct scores to guide you basically as you go about making your decisions about these sporting events today. If you don't know how to use the information provided on the channel to carve winning sleeps, we made a video about how to do that, and so you can find that on your screen right now. It will appear on your screen now, so you want to watch that and know how to make the use of the information that we provide on the channel to get what you need to get to carve out winning sleeps basically for yourself. Moving on to the next part of the video, where we just have 6 sporting events for you predicted already. Here's a gentle reminder, guys, to take 1 second of your time to hit that like button. It is free of charge and it's for the love of the game. We all love football, right? So take 1 second, hit that like button. It's first time coming across the channel and you like the vibe, you see how we do it. Basically, subscribe to become a part of this community. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn notification bells on, everyone, so you'll be the first to know as soon as we have something of value when we post on the channel. Okay, guys, moving on to the next part of this video. The first sporting event we have there is the game between AC Milan and Monza, and we think that the home team should be able to win today. That is our pick for that sporting event. Next sporting event we have is the game between Gostep and Galatasaray, and our pick for this sporting event today is over 1.5 goals to be scored in that one. Next sporting event is the game between Auckland FC and Melbourne Victory, and our pick here will be over 1.5 goals to be scored in this sporting event today. Next sporting event we have is the game between Melbourne City and Western United, and we think that over 1.5 goals will be scored in this sporting event today, and that's our pick for that one. Next sporting event is between Shamaki and Karabakh, and we think that the away side should be able to win as our pick today in that sporting event. Next sporting event, and finally, is the game between Pukas Academia and Disogiri VTK, and we think that the home team should be able to win in that sporting event today. So these are the 6 sporting events for this second segment of the video. Hope you guys will find value from watching everything on this video. Make sure you watch it till the end before you go out to make betting decisions today. It will help you increase your chances of winning significantly and beating the odds in the long run if you do this on a daily basis. Okay, guys, so that being said, note that information provided here is just to help you make better informed decisions, to educate you over time, and update you as well as entertain you at the same time. Okay, do not consider this financial advice. It is in no way financial advice. This is just information we're sharing with you that we have that will help you also make better informed decisions. There are factors also to keep in mind that can affect the outcome of these events as they go. Basically, you have factors like VAR. It's one of those. You can have red cards in those events and it could turn it around. You can have own goals scored. Penalty kicks also can be a factor that can affect the outcome of this event. It can be awarded to the wrong team and that could be detrimental to our predictions. And also injury and fitness concerns are one of those factors that can affect the outcome of these events that we cannot envisage at the time of making these predictions. So we're saying this so that you have to gamble responsibly, and stake wisely. Do not put more money than you can afford to let go of. All right, guys, that is very important to note. Sports betting is a marathon. It is not a sprint. So if you don't get it today, tomorrow will be another opportunity for you to be able to do that. So one day at a time, and that's why we call this a journey to beating the odds. So till we see you again in the next episode of this podcast show, may the odds be in our favor, guys. Peace out.